Welcome back everyone to the Cat's Meowth and a Featured Friday video. It's been over 2 years since the last Featured Friday and I'm very excited to bring back the series. Every Friday we're going to be taking a look at a different card in my collection and talk about what makes it unique. Usually I focus on Japanese cards as many of them don't get English printings, but I thought for this first revival video it should be an English card. So we're going to be taking a look at the pre-release Clefable. This Clefable was one of the first English promo cards. The card itself was first printed in the Japanese Jungle set as a holo, and was printed as a holo and a non-holo rare in the English Jungle set. There's also an error Clefable holo that's missing this Jungle set, and of course there's also a reprint of this card in the English base set too, but it only came as a holo in that set, no non-holo rare. This Clefable has the pre-release stamp, this beautiful green stamp right in the corner, and was awarded to the participants of the Jungle pre-release that was held in July of 1999. The pre-release stamp itself, as you can see, is green, where usually there's silver or gold in the newer sets. There were rumors that this card had 4 different stamp color variations: green, red, gold, and blue, but that's never been verified, and I tried to do a little research myself to see if anything new had been added and couldn't come up with anything. Rumors pretty much stretched that there was a prototype card with different stamp colors, but so it's possible that one of the original staff members owns that card, but chances are the public's never going to see it if it even exists still. What's really interesting is that it was during this printing that the very elusive and valuable base set Raichu pre-release was printed. It was pretty much just they were printing these cards and a sheet of Raichu accidentally got into the mix, got the pre-release symbol, and I'm not even sure how they were distributed. I think it was just people were giving them away, staff members, as funny little accidents, and now they're worth thousands of dollars. Now, I don't remember how I came across this particular Clefable, whether it was in a trade or was one of the few cards that I did end up purchasing for the collection, but it was definitely an excellent investment. I'm pretty sure that at the time that I added it to my collection, which was probably around 5 years ago, maybe just around 2010 or so, it was worth maybe $20, maybe $25, certainly no more than that. So I went to eBay to see what it is valued today and was very surprised to find that it is worth over $150 in near mint condition, which this one is. This one is not mint, unfortunately. I would still call it near mint. We don't have any creases, scratches, ripples, anything like that, but it's just not in the ideal PSA mint or gem mint grading. There was actually a recent eBay auction that ended where it was, I believe, just a near mint Clefable that actually went for over $200. So if you can snag one of these now, considering its price has gone up so much in just 5 years or so, I would highly recommend it. As far as the card itself, I don't know if it's that exciting as far as artwork or anything. You have to think that this is back in the very first generation, and a lot of the artworks were fairly simple, just showing off the Pokemon. Its attack, though, is really cool. Metronome lets you choose one of the defending Pokemon's attacks, copies everything except for the energy cost and anything required to use that attack, like discarding energy cards. Now, I did not play during that time, and I'm not very educated on the old TCG decks, so I really can't tell you how playable this was, but it seems like that for one colorless energy, being able to copy anything of your opponent could be very useful. Minimize isn't all that great, for 2 colorless, it reduces anything by 20. So pretty much for this to do any damage, you have to hope that your opponent has something great out, but I could see where it could be a counter in lots of stuff. Retreat cost is 2, resistance -30, weakness, -30 to psychic, and weakness is to fighting. I believe it was a standard ×2 back then. It is a stage 1 Pokemon evolving from Clefairy, only 70 HP, but back then Pokemon really didn't have a high HP, so actually for stage 1 even today that really isn't that bad. So I hope everyone has enjoyed the first revival video of Featured Friday, and I hope to continue these and show off many other fantastic cards in my collection that many people may not be aware even exist. Thanks everyone for watching, and I hope to read all about your reactions to this video and hope that you are just as excited to see this series come back as I am.